When I got to Japan, specifically Tokyo, even though I somewhat expected it, I was blown away by how clean everything was. Overflowing trash cans and littering in public spaces are common in most big cities around the world, be it Sao Paulo, Paris, London, Buenos Aires, and especially in Delhi. It's almost expected. But Tokyo? 37 million people live here. That's like 30% of Japan's entire population. Yet, you'll rarely see a public place that's not well maintained and spotless. But how's that even possible without any trash cans around? I mean, it's not that there are no trash cans at all, but there are definitely way fewer compared to other places. You just need to know where to find them. The lack of trash cans in Japan was really confusing for me. I was planning to stay for a while, so not being able to find a public trash can when I needed one was very frustrating. So, why are there so few trash cans here? How do people deal with the lack of trash cans in Japan? What cultural and social aspects play a part in this? Are there any other ways Japan maintains cleanliness without many trash cans? In this video, I'm going to answer all these questions. Let's get started. The mystery of missing trash cans. Although not the only reason, a significant factor contributing to the scarcity of trash cans in Japan and cleanliness of public spaces can be traced back to a tragic event in the 1990s. On a morning of March 20th in 1995, a deadly terrorist attack took place in Tokyo's subway system, involving the use of sarin gas, a lethal chemical that targets nervous system, causing death within 1 to 10 minutes of exposure to a fatal dose. Sarin has been used as a weapon in historical conflicts until it was internationally banned in 1993. The attack, orchestrated by a group called AUM Shinrikyo, involved the release of sarin gas in multiple Tokyo subway stations. Sarin is both colorless and odorless, making it extremely hazardous. This tragic attack resulted in loss of 14 lives and more than 6,000 people suffered life-threatening injuries. In addition to physical injuries, the entire nation was deeply traumatized by this devastating event. After the terrorist attack in Tokyo, the Japanese government immediately made a plan to increase public safety measures. As a part of this plan, the government decided to remove trash cans from public crowded places to prevent similar attacks in future. After all, in a country where such a traumatic incident occurred, it's an understatement to say that public trust was absolutely broken. In this disturbing environment, trash cans were understandably a huge public threat and a valid point of concern because terrorist weapons could be easily stored and transported to public places in them. Although they're hard to come by, but you may be able to find trash cans in some stations. But these trash cans usually have see-through garbage bags and allow the contents to be visible from outside. While the Tokyo subway attack of 1995 is a huge reason why you don't see as many public trash cans today, it's not the sole reason. Along with a collective concern for public safety, another reason why public trash cans are too few and far between stems from a uniquely considerate cultural upbringing. Public trash cans in Japan might be mostly gone after 1995, but a good reason why they haven't completely returned since then has to do with Japanese culture. In Japanese culture, societal harmony is among the most highly regarded values. In fact, inconveniencing others and disrupting societal peace often requires an apology, even in situations that may seem minor to an outsider. So, because of this cultural aspect, Japanese folks are really mindful of public spaces and their individual impact on them. They understand that public areas are shared by everyone, which is why keeping the environment clean becomes a personal responsibility for all. As a result, there's a strong cultural norm of keeping public places clean and therefore handling your trash properly. There may be no trash cans around, but most Japanese people aren't bothered by this. As you can see, simple solutions like these go a long way when people are culturally motivated to keep their environment clean. Besides this factor, however, another relevant talking point when solving the mystery of trash cans in Japan is the waste management system that's in place. Recycling and sorting trash is just a part of everyday life in Japan. Each neighborhood handles waste management and there are strict rules to follow. Garbage is picked up on specific days just like the US, and there's a schedule for different types of trash cans each week. Most waste is burned, and you'll find separate bins for different kinds of trash. However, as this is somewhat of a unique take on waste management, as a foreigner, you may not know what this exactly means. If you're new to Japan, it might take you a while to completely figure out just exactly how and where to get rid of your trash correctly. You can avoid all of this by sticking to the schedule you can find on your local government's website. Separating your trash correctly and placing them in trash inside the collection area correctly. You might know how to dispose of home waste properly, but that doesn't still prepare you for your public outings as a foreigner. After all, Japan is the land of vending machines, convenience stores, and deliciously unique snacks. So you'll eventually need a garbage can when you're out and about. First of all, you should note that most Japanese people are fine with carrying small trash in their bags until they get home or find a trash can. Getting used to doing this can save you in a pinch. Alternatively, if you must dispose of the items, you can still find some trash cans in public spaces if you know where to look. Here are a few common locations. For plastic bottles and cans, look for vending machines. They almost always have a waste next to them specifically for this type of trash. Train station platforms a bit rarely may also have trash cans with transparent plastic bags. They are usually for items like newspapers and other recyclable or combustibles, example plastic bottles. Some convenience stores may also have bins for plastic and other recyclable materials, but they're usually reserved for customers, so keep this in mind. If you're in or around a park, you can find large garbage bins around pretty easily. These are placed so that people who have picnic aren't motivated to litter and can easily dispose of trash. Other than these locations, your best chances of finding trash cans are public restrooms, which have small containers where you can get rid of small trash. However, I highly recommend getting used to carrying a small plastic bag on you. It makes your life so much easier, and it helps you to be mindful of the waste you produce, which is great for the environment too. Imagine if we all had this mindset. If we all cut down on litter and thought more about our waste, we could help make the world cleaner and more sustainable. It's an easy but powerful habit that supports taking care of environment and getting along with each other. So next time when you're out, remember, what can we learn from Japan? Let's all play our part in keeping our spaces clean and showing pride in our shared areas. By working together, we can really make a big difference. Thanks for watching. If you want to know how to experience Kyoto without all the crowds or find out top things to do in Sapporo, check out more on Japan on my channel. And hey, while you're there, don't forget to hit subscribe.